Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. It's a good day.
Is it cold, Tiffany?
Yes.
Yes.
She's in a sweatshirt.
Yes, it's cold.
What's the temperature, Tiffany?
Hold
Just
on.
curious.
80.
Oh, good God.
What's the temperature in the house?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
What'd
the
you
better
say?
question.
I said, what's the temperature in the house?
Oh, it's 82. 76, I think.
Good Lord.
That's cool. Yeah. You're
I don't care. It's cold.
She just wants to be cozy.
Exactly.
Welcome, everybody. Shall we start with what we are reading? Storm, what are you reading tonight?
Oh, I have lots of things going on. I've almost finished Mr. Mercedes. I'm like at 337, but I'm done with that for today. It's it's kind of boring, so I'm like, it kind of picked up a little bit, but yeah. My friend's liking it more than me. And I wasn't going to read Hidden Pictures because I didn't think I'd get to it, but it's the horror pick for a horror group. Then they started talking about how the twist at the end is kind of a make it or break it, and then the moderator was almost afraid to have the discussion because she was afraid that it's going to be too polarizing and triggering or something. Okay, I said, okay, now I've got to read it. And my friend looked up the spoilers because she wasn't going to read it, and she goes, I don't think you're going to like it. The ending. So now I'm like, okay, well, I'm still curious. So
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of that audio. I got the audiobook and the ebook because it has these spooky pictures that the kid's supposed to be drawing or whatever. And
book right up your alley, Tiffany.
Yeah.
And so
The whole thing sounds
I got
like
the ebook to go with the audiobook so that I could see the creepy pictures. But yeah. And tonight I'm probably gonna work on Shadow of Night because I'm still not done with this one. I'm at least over halfway now. So
Well done.
And my ebook, if I decide to work on it, it's an e-arc, and it's Murder in the Scottish Hills by Lydia Travers. It's the second book in the Scottish Ladies Detective Agency.
Nice.
Historical.
Awesome. How about you,
awesome.
Tiffany?
I am on ebook. I am reading an arc of what is the title? It's the first in the Cookie Shop series by Deborah Sennefelder, but I cannot remember the title. Excuse me.
Oh, I remember seeing that, but I can't remember.
How the Murder Crumbles. She owns a cookie shop that makes like bouquets of cookies, like themed and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Very, very fun. I wanted to get it done because I interview her on Thursday, well, the 4th, whatever the 4th is. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday of next week. And then on audiobook, I'm listening to The Swedish Prince, which is the first book in a royal romance series.
Okay.
That's all Nordic descent. So it's like the
interesting.
Nordic Royal Romance or something series. It's by Karina Hall. I've only got to like chapter 2 or 3, so I'm not too far. So we'll see.
I forgot to mention I finished a book today too.
Oh, yay!
The Great Shelby Holmes.
Adorable.
It was kind of slow, kind of boring.
Oh.
There was okay. I mean, it's not real thick, but the whole like mystery is about finding a missing dog, and I just think it is a little too long
for that
for a missing dog story. If there would have been a couple of mysteries in it or something, but yeah, I got a little bored with trying to find the missing dog.
Let's find the damn dog already.
Pretty much.
So I have an audiobook on the go, but I just want to share because this is my channel. I passed my exam.
Yay!
I am now I'm an estate administrator, which means nothing to most people. What that means is essentially I'm now a paralegal to the lawyers. So like this wasn't just a little, this was a big to-do. And I just passed. I mean,
oh my gosh, congratulations.
60, and I got 62. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm not a brain surgeon. I'm not going to Harvard. I snuck in and I'm good.
That is
I don't
awesome.
I don't like driving and doing all that stuff, and I never did. Like my mom had to like make me get my driver's license, and
Yep.
I like barely passed the driver's test, and I was like, I don't care, I passed, so it didn't matter.
Good enough. A pass is a freaking pass. So I need to turn my brain off tonight. I also finished a book today. I finished reading in What Lives in the Woods by Lindsay Curry. I gave it 4 stars. I liked it. I didn't like it as much as Scritch Scratch. Yeah. I found that one to be a bit creepy.
I thought the title was a little deceiving of what.
Yeah, because there was nothing in the woods.
Yeah,
it was
it was like I don't understand the title.
Plus, I felt right from the get-go the main character was a little bit bitchy.
Yeah.
Say that about a 12-year-old? Like, right from the get-go, she had her back up, and she's like, I don't want to do this, and I don't want to do that, and she was determined not to like what was... Anyway, I'll talk about it on Sunday. But I did enjoy it. It was a fun, spooky book. So tonight, I'm going to be listening to on audio How to Kiss Your Best Friend by Jenny Proctor, which is a sweet romance. I'm trying to use my Hoopla more, because I get 15 freaking borrows every month. You know, it'd be nice if I use some of them. So I thought tonight I'm just going to do that and relax my brain because my brain.
Yeah, I might watch some YouTube videos I need to catch up on too.
Nice.
I also finished a book really quick today. I finished
Yay!
Haunted is Always in Fashion. It's number 4 in the Haunted Vintage series by Rose Pressey.
Love it.
I need to
we did all peer reviews the whole day. So
wow.
Yeah, right. But I will officially say, as of right now, I have no counseling clients. I took the position I'm in 2 years ago, and I was not supposed to have any. And this is the first time that I have 0 in the 2 years since I started the position where I was supposed to have 0.
Wow. Good for you.
But
it's a good feeling, isn't it?
So we'll see how long that lasts. But I'll wallow in it while I can.
Yeah, I was gonna say enjoy it while you can. Yeah,
pretty much. All right, let's jump into some comments, and then I can have my dinner downstairs. PK says, TGIF, happy long weekend. Oh yeah, you guys are on a long weekend this weekend. Yeah. Fabulous. Listening in while I drive home, etc. Will tune in after walking, feeding. Is it Keo?
Yeah.
So around 6-ish Mountain Standard probably. I'm going to apologize for my speaking and reading. I tried to film my video for tomorrow, and I just said, I can't do this. My brain is just shot.
I'll leave it
for tomorrow.
I don't blame you.
Hi, Pat. Good evening, everyone. Listening to Murder in the Manor by Fiona Grace, book 1 in the Lacey Doyle Mysteries.
Excellent.
Amy, hi, everyone. I'm currently reading tonight Toxic Toffee by Amanda Flower. I'm at 38%.
Yay.
I did get Blueberry Blunder. I pre-ordered it and it arrived on my Kindle on Tuesday. That might be a next week read.
Exactly.
Hi, Tina. Hello, y'all. I got my wisdom teeth removed today. And surprisingly, I feel mostly fine.
Good.
I'm not going to be reading tonight. I'll be watching YouTube. Good girl. Hope you feel better. That was a horror show for me with my wisdom teeth. Hi, Crystal. Hi, everyone. I am reading A Breath of Snow and Ashes by Diana Gabaldon. I'm on page 535 of about 800 or 900, I think.
Getting there. You are getting there.
You're more than halfway. Hi, Kendall. Good evening, y'all. I sliced my finger open this week.
Oh, no.
So it has been interesting. We'll be reading Accidental Attachment tonight. I didn't laugh until you did. And then I got it.
I hope you're okay. But it just struck me as funny. I apologize.
Slice your finger and you're reading something about getting attached.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I went. So I really hope you're okay. Don't get me wrong. But it just struck me as really funny.
And rereading Me Before You. Made my 1,000-page goal already. Well done. Well done. Thank you for participating.
That's amazing.
And thanks to everybody.
I learned how hard that is to do.
To what? Read 1,000 pages?
No, to count my pages.
To count your pages.
And I haven't counted everything, but I'm over my 1,000, so I'm like, I'm okay. I'm not counting everything.
Wow,
good for you.
Because like with the ebooks and the audiobooks and stuff, I don't remember where I started or what
That's
I
fair.
forget to look, and so a lot of mine is like, I'll just count like the ones that I have print books for.
Yeah.
We'll see how we do with that.
I guess I'm just so used to using the Bookly app. I'm like, oh, doesn't everybody do this? But
I
even
tried
before I
to use
used
the
it-
Bookly app, and I pretty much just wasted like $20 because it was like you had to buy $20 to get like
yeah, it's not for you. And I understand that it's not for some people, and that's fine. But it works for me. Bernard.
Well, because that's the thing is you have to remember to get into the
Yes,
Bookly
you
app
do.
and
Because it's not great. I think somebody was commenting in my Discord group that they'll like, what did she say, that she's in the bathroom at work and she'll like read
Yeah,
a page
yeah.
on her phone?
yeah,
You know,
she's
like,
I read
I'm
in
not
the,
that
in the
kind of
toilet.
person.
Yeah. So, like, yeah.
I like don't read that way. I read at certain times, and
Yeah.
you know, I'm not just picking up a book at random, right? So
Yeah, see,
that's
that's me. I
funny.
just like pick the book up and start reading. Where it works better for those that are like, okay, tonight I'm going to read. And
yeah, like here I'm gonna read. You know, I listen in my car on the way to work. You know, whatever the case may be, right? So, but yeah, kudos. But even before that, like I was one of those people who had a journal. It's like, oh, I finished on page 20, so tomorrow I'm gonna, you know what I mean?
That's incredible. I
I
can't
just
even
find
remember
that
to get on
interesting.
Goodreads and log the book I'm reading.
Me too. And you know, I learned that the reason why I always have more books in my spreadsheet than I have on Goodreads at the end of the year is because it won't count books that you don't put in your currently reading.
Shocking.
Really?
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's my problem is I don't put a lot of the books in currently reading. And so then it says that I've only read so many where I read, you know,
Interesting.
because I
I did
went
not know
back
that.
1 year and I'm like, well, that book, I read that book. It's on Goodreads. It's on Goodreads. It's on Good, but they still didn't match up. And so,
Weird. Goodreads is quirky anyway. So, Sharon, hello, hi everyone. So happy to have had today off,
Oh,
so I could join tonight. Yay! Just finished a walk
Nice.
with the doggy. A sunny 80 degrees here today. Lovely.
Oof.
The cat reads. Hi everyone. I'll be reading Murder at the Cape Bookstore. Sharon's going to be reading Murder on the Poet's
Nice.
Walk tonight, number 8 in the book retreat series by Ellery Adams. Excellent. Hello, Cajun. Hi, everyone. Reading Secret Lovers, The Little Shop of Hidden Treasures, number 2.
awesome.
Such delightful books. Glad you're feeling better, Tina, and hope your finger is healing fine. Yeah, there's been some accidents this week, guys. Let's try and stay safe, okay?
Yeah. please.
Beth Ann, I am here. We'll start off stitching and listening to an audiobook and then move into bed in a bit and read on my Kindle. Excellent. Oh, and we have a Lee. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
hi,
Welcome,
sorry.
welcome. No, you're fine. What are you reading tonight, Lee?
I'm not sure. I think I'm going to be reading this book. I'm sorry. You know what? Honestly, I was all ready to go and my friend called me and had like a domestic violence emergency. So like
Oh.
we had to go make sure she was okay.
Everybody's
Oh my
okay?
gosh.
Yeah,
Is
we
everybody
made
all
sure.
right?
We made sure they got home. I think either Hot Time Hades or Runaway. I will be continuing that one.
Okay.
One of those two.
Deep breath.
Yeah, I'm trying to get myself back there because I was like so amped up about
I
it.
can
Yeah,
imagine.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
lot.
that's hard. That's hard. But you're a good friend.
Because there was a baby involved too. So I'm just like,
Oh yeah. No.
Well, that was really, really good of you too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I'm sure they really.
I'm sorry, you guys are continuing on. I'm good.
Take your yep. Kindle. Oh no, I hope you're feeling better. Jay, hi everyone. Happy Friday. I am reading High Risk Affair by Rayanne Thane. Yay. It's one of her old silhouette intimate moment books, romantic suspense. So far, it's really good. Yeah, it's kind of a little weird thing to be reading an old Rayanne Thane. And if you've read her newer stuff, be like, really? Is this the same author? Like, there's sometimes sexy times in these books.
Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna say because it's the romantic.
Yeah.
system.
It's
yeah, I
romantic.
would not have. Okay.
Yep. Alicia, hi everyone. Currently reading Nessie Quest. Just
Yay.
started. You read that one, right, Storm?
Mhm, that's a cute one.
Yes. All right. She says to Cajun, thank you. I can type with the bandage without radiating pain. So it's a win for me. And thank you. It was like a crime scene.
Oh my goodness, Kendall.
Oh,
I
We
like
need to be-
just
we
I
need to
just
be
barely
using butter
sliced the
knives and rubber.
I just barely
Something
sliced this
tabs.
and I had blood everywhere. It was, I
Oh.
didn't even think, I was like, oh, that's okay. And then I looked and I was like, oh, it's bleeding. And I was like, oh, oh, and it's just a little cut. And it's like, you don't like all the things that you do with your hands whenever you've got a cut. I couldn't keep a Band-Aid on it for anything because it was always falling off because I'd stick my hand in the water or do whatever.
Right.
Our company is doing a summer event. I don't know if you guys like, oh, it's a big thing. We're all going to get together, company morale kind of thing. It's at an axe throwing place. We're going to be throwing axes. Okay. So I emailed them. I'm like, I'm coming, but I'm not throwing any axes. And they're like, why not? I'm like, I'm on blood thinners. You really going to have me sign a waiver for that?
True. There must be trying to get people to get their aggression out at the
right. My manager and I, we're just going to sit back and be like, all right, let's see how you guys do.
You keep score. That's it.
You know the craziest thing about those axe throwing places? Has anybody ever been to one?
Yes.
No.
The craziest thing about it is they serve alcohol there.
Yes. They encourage it. They encourage it.
Because nothing goes well with an axe but a big old Bud Light or whatever.
They definitely go together. 100. It's like peas and carrots.
We have one around here and we've been invited to go, but we've never went.
Because you know that most people have never been there before. It's like a one-time event. Probably.
Right.
There might be leagues now because it's gotten popular, but for the most part, people might go there for an event like you're talking about one time.
Right? Yes.
So
yes.
Why mix alcohol into it?
I know. Because that's going to end well.
That might be a summer sport one of these days,
Right?
Well, I'm sure there's
Move
leagues
over
and everything
bowling
else
leagues.
now.
Yeah.
Would you say?
They got archery, so why not?
I'm picturing a cozy mystery series now set at an axe throwing.
Right.
I think it writes itself.
You don't need a cozy town. You have all the employees that work there,
People
Right.
come in for these events and someone ends up getting murdered. It's always with an axe for some reason. Hey,
No, the
Kat,
fun
good
part
evening.
is you should have it where it's not an axe, and because everybody would be like,
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
make it interesting, right? Yeah. They choked on their beer.
ate a hot dog.
That's
Right.
right.
I'll throw
I'm
it.
about to dive into a very quirky cozy 3 bags full, a sheep detective story. Yes, the
Okay.
amateur sleuths are a herd of sheep.
Oh,
In Ireland, a whimsical library checkout. You must keep us updated,
Interesting.
Gav, on how
so
that
the
is.
sleuths are sheep?
Bah.
Uh,
I'm picturing them all wearing Sherlock Holmes hats and the little cape thing.
That's hilarious.
I need
Well,
to look
Kat,
up
we
this
have got
cover
to
band.
know what that is. You gotta
Oh,
let
I just read a comment. Sarah, you passed your test?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been
that's
a little
why she's a
sick.
little silly tonight because her brain is
I haven't
all.
slept in 2 days. I messaged my manager and I told her and I said we will be talking about my pay on Monday. No.
There you go.
Cheryl, hi everyone. I'm listening to Cold Bones by Kathy Wright and reading The Trench by Stephen Elton. That sounds like a creepy water book.
That's about the Meg, the shark.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh.
a big no for me.
It's
2
the
more
second
minutes,
book
no.
in that series.
Oh, is it? Yeah, no. Deep Water and I do not know. That's my no. I've done it with a mandolin style veggie slicer before. No fun. As long as you can type and read. Oh,
Ooh. Like I said, please be careful. Everybody use butter knives and rubber gloves and bumpers.
Childproof
I
your
will-
kitchens, please.
I looked up 3 bags full, and it says the crack detectives are sheep determined to discover who killed their beloved shepherd.
Aww.
Okay, I am totally intrigued.
Right?
Glad it isn't causing too many problems. You can read and even type, so all is good. Absolutely. Ouch, no fun, but yes, girl, all the reading. All the reading.
I'm so sorry I laughed. I wasn't laughing at your injury in any way.
We were laughing with you, not at you.
Well, and even it had really nothing to do with it. It was just you said you cut your finger really bad, and then you were reading a book called something about severing.
Accidental attachment.
I was like,
And it just set off her funny bone.
That's
I'm
right.
like-
It did. It
Because
did.
you plan on doing some at-home medical care, or so I'm so glad you're okay, and I'm really, really was not
Right.
laughing at your injury. I just want you to know that.
I'm just setting up the cat.
Whew.
All right. Ready to jump into a sprint, friends?
Yes.
Excellent. So we'll sprint to the top of the hour. I'll get the kitty cat ready. What am I doing here? Oh, yeah. I tried to nap this afternoon. It did not work. Like, I'm too wired. And there we go. Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading, everyone.
How was everybody's sprints?
Nice.
I think I read about 12 pages, maybe.
Nice.
This is how I had to keep track of my page counts on the book. See, I put a little piece of paper where I started. That way I could go back and count.
Whatever works.
Yep.
I watched some YouTube videos. I'm getting caught up on some homesteading channels. So
I approve.
Nice. I got about 7 pages, 7% done in text with my friend a little bit. So
nice.
Oh, nice. Excellent. And I listened to, I think I'm 7% already into How to Kiss Your Best Friend by Jenny Proctor. It's adorable. It's exactly what I wanted. Sweet romantic comedy.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Come on, buddy. All right.
Jesse says, I'm going to be starting an Aggie Morton book, The Body Under the Piano. I hope that you enjoy it. That one was a favorite. Lady Val, hello. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm listening to Digging Up Daisy by Sherry Lynn. I have 25% left, and I have to get it done as it's almost due back to the library.
I know how that is.
Feel you.
The stress is real.
yeah.
Pat says, don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you very much, Pat. Kelly, hi, everyone. I'm just cleaning the kitchen, and then I will start dinner. What is for dinner? Oh, and I had wings, Tiffany, in case you're curious.
I'm always curious.
I know
And I
you are.
feel like I never say, I had taco salad.
Ooh.
You rarely do say what you had, so it's
I don't
nice.
know why. And I'm always like, I always ask everybody because I
Yeah,
always
yeah.
want to know. And I'm like, oh, you know what? We had taco salad with Kevin bought Doritos to put on top of it instead of tortilla chips. So it was good with Doritos, actually.
I approve of that.
Isn't there a thing now with DJ Khaled putting Doritos inside of something and he's like claiming he invented it or something? I don't know. I saw something really
Oh,
quick
yeah,
about
I
that.
remember hearing something vaguely.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to look.
Well, I'm trying a new diet right now. I've been having a lot of stomach issues, so I'm completely off of dairy. I haven't had any dairy since Tuesday. God, trying to find stuff for dinner is near impossible. I'm like, what do you mean there's dairy? How's there dairy?
Right?
How are you feeling though?
I feel good. I feel a lot better. I have not had stomach issues. My stomach has been so bloated. I think I was mentioning this before that I look pregnant, but it's gone down quite a bit already. So I'm happy about that. So
I
Let's
need
go.
to do that, but
I miss cheese and ice cream.
that's why I'm like, I could be a mouse. I eat that much cheese. So yeah.
Right? It's like
It's
my
hard.
favorite thing.
It's hard, but I'm glad you're feeling better with it.
Yeah,
that makes
that's
it
the thing.
worthwhile.
Yeah.
Right? Or
Yeah.
that's what I think when I'm doing the AIP is, I do feel so much better. It's just, I feel you.
I have a coworker who's actually full on vegan, and I was talking to another coworker about buying vegan margarine and stuff like that because it's dairy free. She comes up, oh, you're going vegan? I said, yeah, except for the eggs and meat.
Yeah, you're like, no, I'm just going dairy free. It's
She
not.
just looks at me, right?
Yeah, she's like, no.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
It's kind of. I think it's more of like a mental thing to try to convince yourself not of what you can't have, but what you can have.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And that's it. I think I'm like, I went, I know, not the best place ever, but I went to McDonald's yesterday just because I wanted breakfast. And I would usually get like the sausage McMuffin, like just the sausage, cheese, and thing. And I'm like, okay, no cheese, no butter. So I'm going to get a McMuffin with a sausage. The hell is that crap?
And a dry muffin at that because you don't get no butter on it. So.
Right, exactly. So I ended up getting, I don't know if you guys have them in the States, but it's an egg BLT. So it's like bacon, lettuce, tomato with the egg on the McMuffin. And I got no cheese, no butter, but it has mayo, which I can have. It was delicious.
Oh.
I'm like, I would have never tried this. Right? So, and also eating a lot of hummus, but I like hummus to begin with. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I love hummus, but I'm so glad you're feeling better. It makes it worthwhile.
That's, you know what? If I wasn't, then I wouldn't be. But yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, Cajun says she's laughing. Yes, Storm. Purple Rain Hearts. Hello, Sarah, Storm, and Tiffany. Hoping to finish 6 sweets under and then back to 9 liars. How are you enjoying 6 sweets under?
Thank you. That's what I was thinking.
We want to know. Emily, hi, everyone. Last day of school for me. I have a week off, and then I am teaching summer school. Tonight, I'm reading Emma. Ooh, excellent. Excellent.
Cool.
Mark, I have been reading a lot of books lately. Fantastic. You're with the right group.
Yeah.
Annie,
I'm cold too, Tiffany. Hubby has the AC on
See?
74.
exactly. She lives in the same town. So I'm just saying.
Lee, I was making fun of her because she's got a sweatshirt on and it's like 80 degrees or whatever.
I noticed that. I'm in shorts and I have a fan going. I'm like, what is she doing? But
We all have to listen to my air
Freezing.
conditioner, so I'm like, I have to.
I got the window open. Let the breeze in.
I guess because the sun's not out, it is cold. It's cold.
Sure.
yeah, I'm like, okay, there's nothing else I can say. I'd be dying.
And then I got a little fan on me over here.
I'm drinking coffee. It's just a whole bit.
I'm like, I should put more ice in my drink. I'm like, no.
I have an iced tea.
Right.
Yeah, I got one of those too. Annie says, I'm reading Jim the Boy by Tony Early. Early?
And
Rebecca,
Annie,
hi,
you
everyone.
need to go and secretly turn up that air. 74 is too cold. I agree. Okay.
Rebecca says, hi, everyone. Hoping to finish A Peculiar Combination by Ashley Weaver. Enjoying it so far.
Glad
Excellent.
you're enjoying that. I need to start that series. That's like one of mine on my historical mysteries that I want to start.
Tina says, 76 in the house, it's 72 outside, and I have my air conditioner on. Danielle, hi, everyone. I hope to get back into some reading in a little while. Currently, I'm cooking, getting pasta salad ready for the weekend.
Ooh, nice.
Sounds great for a summer weekend. Yeah, I do enjoy a good pasta salad. It's about 60 in my room. I prefer constantly being under blankets.
Well, I'm under a blanket, but 60, that's like a meat locker.
Yeah,
She's got a sweatshirt and a blanket.
yeah, an electric blanket.
Right.
No, it's not an electric blanket. It's
I
just
was
a-
watching the Golden Girls today, actually, Tiffany, and I thought about you, where they're all sick, and
Yeah.
Blanche comes in and she's like, "What's this electrical appliance underneath that blanket?"
Yeah.
I thought, yep,
You
that's
know how
Tiffany
many
right
hot
there.
toddies I had to drink to be around you?
Right? Anne says, good evening. Just finished Only the Beautiful by Susan Meisner. Starting Pride, reading Felix Ever After. Excellent.
Nice.
Mark says, I have been doing the Ward D book by Frida McFadden and currently doing The Third to Die by Alison Brennan. Oh, Alison Brennan's a good author. But I'm finishing my Explorer Academy book this weekend or tonight. Fantastic.
Awesome.
I've also been doing Hoopla and Libby as well. Yeah, I'm really trying to use that more because they're there.
Right?
Thank you, Kindle. Thank you, everybody. How do you like Ward D? I've read a few of her books. Yes. I now get a new title at work, too.
That is amazing.
And I get a fancy certificate that I can put on my wall at work.
Now, does all your friends at work say, don't let it go to your head?
Yeah. Well, there's 3 other in our department who are doing the same thing. And bless her heart, the millennial. It took me 2 years to get through all 19 modules and then do the exam, right? Because life happens and I have a life. She's already on module 15, and she's been doing it for 4 months. She's like, I hope to write the exam by this summer. I'm like, aren't you just the cutest thing?
I have to stop you talking
Bless
about
your heart.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Meant in the southern way. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, Tina Turner died.
I know.
And we were staying at work and somebody goes, wait, Tina Turner died? And I was like, oh, yeah. And the young guy at our job, he's 26. He goes, everybody's like, oh, that sucks. And he goes, who's Tina Turner? Well, it was like the radio scratching, dead silence. Everybody's like looking at him. He's like, no, seriously, who is that? And I'm like, I just always say to him, like, I'm not even going to respond to you. So he's like, I don't know, was it like a singer or something? And he goes, the only old lady singer I know is Cher, because she's known as the only person for having a one-word name.
Okay.
And we're like, you mean what about Madonna, Sting, Bono? What are you talking about?
Hello. Yeah.
So then I asked,
Meatloaf. Okay.
Right?
So when I said to CJ, who's 23, I go, CJ, I have 2 Gen Z questions for you. 1, did you know who Tina Turner was? She goes, yes, I did. She's a singer. She's a dancer. She was known for her legs. I'm like, there we go.
Mhm.
I said, can you name, and this is how I said it. I said, can you name another one-named singer like Cher? I said, Cher is the example of a one-named singer. Can you name another one? And I said, like Kesha, to give her the idea of what I meant. She goes, I'm not really sure if you mean, do I know another Cher? No, I don't. She goes, but if you mean one name, like Drake, Adele, or Beyonce, yes, I do. And I'm like, okay, so what was this kid talking about? He didn't even know them.
I was like, yeah, there's a lot of one names. out
Yes,
there.
there
Right?
is. When you
A
start
lot.
saying there's a lot. Yeah.
I mean, maybe she was one of the first ones.
Yeah, but how you've never heard of Prince? Like I don't.
There you go.
Madonna.
Well, you're all like Madonna. Like you. What do you mean? You've
How have
never
you not heard
of
about
her?
Madonna? She's still relevant.
Yes.
Bono.
Right.
Yeah.
All of them.
Hello.
And that's when CJ pointed out, like, of her generation, Drake, Adele, Rihanna. I'm like, yes, these are all.
And I'm
women.
like, I've
No.
heard of those names. I don't know them.
Correct, but you still know of the name, right? Anyway, I just had to say that because you said millennial.
That's
so.
funny. Yeah.
Did I tell you guys I have found this person on Instagram that I'm following called Champagne Cruz. It's all one word. He's like a 26-year-old guy. He's kind of cute. But he does these videos, like a corporate America videos, and he plays 4 different characters. He plays a boomer, a Gen X, a millennial, and then a Gen Z. So for all the scenarios, how each one
Does yeah.
Would
there was
react.
one, they were talking about their 6-month review, and the Gen Z is like, yeah, man, I've been here 6 months and I didn't even get a 5% raise, you know, applying for a job. And they're like, so I want to work completely remotely from home and I want to make $125,000 a year. I'm like, that's a Gen Z.
And I've never had a
I've
job
seen
before,
those.
you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And then at the end of it, he's like, do you guys get Juneteenth off? Like,
Oh my god.
if you want a good laugh, if you work, and I'm not making fun of Gen Z or millennials, because the other characters are just spot on. Like the boomer is hilarious, right? Go and check him out. He's pretty funny.
What was it? Champagne Cruise?
Champagne, Cruz, Champagne Cruz.
Okay.
Yeah, all one word.
Got it.
Barbara says, hi, girls. I will not be staying long because I'm at work. After that is done, going back to bed, had a booster COVID shot. Oh boy, I had a reaction.
Oh, no.
Although the lady who gave it to me thought Norway. Oh, maybe something else. Okay.
Maybe thought no way. Like
There we
no
go.
way.
Yeah,
did you
that's,
have a
I think you're
reaction? I
probably
don't
right.
know. But
Again,
I hope you feel better. That's scary.
absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for the congratulations. I did just skip past them, though. Barbara
Oh,
was in
that's
Canada, so who knows what she gave me. Oh.
Oh, okay.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. Agent, hope you feel better. Barbara, hope you get some rest. Yes. Woohoo, thank you. Whoops. Kendall, 15 borrows. We only get 6 on Hoopla. I said before that I have to ration my credits like wartime sugar. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here on 15 credits every month that I'm not even using.
And
That's all
she's
how
got
it goes,
6,
though,
but
right?
I know Sherry only gets 4 from hers.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
My local library is 5. I mean, I have the Miami, so you know,
Well,
but
my Missouri one they just got Hoopla, like, because they didn't have it at all whenever I first started. So, and I think there's 10 maybe.
yeah.
For me, if I didn't fail it, I don't care what grade I got. Exactly.
Yep.
I said to Garrett, I said, I got in just under the wire. He goes, no, 60.01 is under the wire. 62.7.
There you go.
Thank you, dear.
Winning's winning.
Right? Danielle says, Tina, I'm glad your wisdom teeth removal went well. I was so scared to get mine removed when I was in high school, and mine went well too. Good.
Oh, that's,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, and Barbara's on page 528 of the ladies in the club. Thank you for keeping. We want to know what page you're on. Tiffany wants to know what you're having for dinner. Serenity, I've tried to join your Discord, but it says the link is expired. I will send you the, I'll post it in the comments next sprint. Annie says, I almost didn't read What Lives in the Woods because I don't like monster books. Lindsay Curry said in an author interview the title was a red herring. And he talks a lot about red herrings in there as well, right?
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Still
My
sounds
only
scary.
thing after I finished it, because not to give away spoilers, too many spoilers of the book, but the character loves Agatha Christie and she wants to be a writer like Agatha Christie and she's trying to solve a mystery like Agatha Christie. This isn't an Agatha Christie murder, it's a ghost story. At the end of the book, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
She's trying, you know.
This is as if Agatha Christie was trying to solve a ghost story.
Yeah, if Agatha Christie was paranormal, this is where we'd be going here. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it was cute.
For me, I think you started with her best book, and so
it's just gonna be like.
So I think every other one after that, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I liked it, but Scratch was better."
Yeah. It'd be like, until I get to that one potentially in October with the creepy cover, because it's getting bonus points just for that creepy ass cover.
It is creepy.
Tiffany's
like,
I feel like we need a gif of that face of Tiffany that she just. More like accidental detachment.
Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. That's
I know. And Social Butterfly. Hello, all. Hope everyone is doing well. Excited to be here reading The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. Wonderful.
Nice.
happy to have you.
Thank you for popping into the comments. Danielle, thank you. I was so nervous last night as well. Yeah, any kind of surgery, minor, major, doesn't matter. Amy says, I finished the 1,000-page challenge myself. I agree. Storm counting pages was hard for me too. I usually don't count pages on a normal basis.
That is amazing, Amy.
Awesome. You guys,
congratulations. That is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. Serenity says, I'm reading Stolen Innocence. It's about Elisa Wall, who was a member of the FLDS, about her life and how she escaped and fought and put Warren Jeff behind bars. Ooh, interesting.
That's the Church of Latter-day Saints, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know what that was. And it says, hi, all. Going to be reading Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers.
Hannah, it's good to see you. I hope you're well. Hope
Welcomingly.
your dad's doing well.
Mm-hmm. Lisa B is starting with Never Forget You by Fiona Lucas. Excellent. Jarrett, hi, everyone. Just finished dinner. Baked fish and yellow squash, Tiffany.
That sounds good.
Oh, Miley, glad to hear everyone is okay. Yes, absolutely.
Me too. Thank you.
Beth Ann, I'm listening to the second book in the second book in the Second Chance Cat Mystery by a Whisker. And let me just say that Charlotte's Angels crack me up.
I love that series. That's one of my favorite series.
And it says, going to read and watch the Phillies baseball game. My baseball does not start till 9:40, but I will be watching it. Susan, hi, everyone. I am reading A Hard Day for a Hangover by Darylyn Jones. It's number 3 in the series. That's a vampire series or a grave something series. I can't remember. Third Grave to the Right or something was one of the books.
I don't know if that's that one or if that's her newer series.
But it's the same author, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she
That's
does
what I
have
thought.
another series. But.
Okay. Cajun says, I managed to tie my hair into the drawstring tie of my shorts this week. I think I'll skip the axe throwing.
You said that sounds like me.
Oh, that's funny.
Love it. I want a book where someone is murdered at an axe throwing place. This is the best place for a murder mystery, right? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Congratulations. Thank you. Howdy, welcome, Polly. There's a bar in my state attached to a gun range. Like, that's really smart. Only in America. Sorry.
No, it's true.
It may wind up a true crime documentary if there's alcohol there. Christina reading Murder in Postscript by Mary Winters and Happy Place by Emily Henry. Excellent. PK says Liquid Courage, and yes, there are already axe throwing leagues. I figured
because once it got popular, because they'll make a league or a thing out of anything. So
I just think it costs too much to throw an axe. So at least around here, because like they were saying how much it cost, and I was like, just to throw axe? No,
I can see it being a good workout too, like because they're heavy, right?
Yeah. But I can also see where you live, Storm. You're in the middle of nowhere. Can't you just like go out in the backyard and throw some axes at trees?
Yeah,
Like,
like if I want to, I have plenty of trees to practice on.
yeah.
Yes.
There's a
It's kind
girl
of
in
like
our-
why go to the gun range? We just set up like
Right. That's what I mean. You have nothing nowhere for a reason. Use
Right.
it for that.
right? Exactly. We have a girl at our work she's young. She just started last year, but she is an archery. She does archery, and she's like third in Canada for archery. This girl
Wow.
she's Southeast Asian, and she's got like hair down to her waist. She looks like an Indian Katniss. Like she's just and I'm like, you're amazing.
got some natural talent there going on.
Right? Like
Amazing.
that's hard. I have tried it before. It's hard to
That's
to do
another
going in.
workout on your arms too.
Mhm.
right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Alicia says, I read that book, Kevin. I really enjoyed it. But then again, I like sheep.
I am curious about that one.
Right? Rabbit, happy Friday. I'm starting a middle grade by Ash Oakenthorne by Melissa Harrison tonight.
Cool.
Nice.
Excellent. Nadine, just a quick pop-up. Sarah, I finished Bride by Mail by Katie Mason. 5 stars. Couldn't wait till June to read it. Well, babysitting my grandson, so I won't be participating in tonight's sprint. Well, enjoy
Aw.
your babysitting, and thank you for letting me know I have that book to read next month.
Sweet.
Thank you. Happy reading. Barbara, I decided to stay and look out the window. Not at you, because that's creepy. Pat says, listen to 10%, but did not interest me. My roommate gone away for the weekend, so checked on the cats and ate some chicken and rice. Decided to read Desserts, Driving, and Derelicts by Tanya Kappas. Excellent. Great choice. Jared made it to 63% in Parallel paperback.
Awesome. Storm's favorite
88%.
series.
50%. You guys are awesome. Watched YouTube and made dinner. Very thin instant mashed potatoes. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
You can.
Mhm.
Made it 63%, made it 7%, 45. Great job. Finished six Sweets Under and read 12 pages of 9 Liars. What'd you
Very
think of
nice.
6 Sweets Under?
I need to know what you thought of 6
Mhm.
Sweets Under.
Tiffany wants to know.
I had the opportunity to read it because Storm helped me out, and then I had to finish the book for Sunday, the
Oh, yeah.
Southern Sewing Circle. So I didn't. I look up and it's like, your thing's expiring. I'm like, no. So I'm living vicariously through you, Purple, in this moment.
There you go. Tina says they taste good, but they have to cool before I'll eat them. So I'll probably be eating at the beginning of the next sprint. Oh, that's the only crap part about getting anything tooth related done.
Yeah.
Beth Ann said listen through 3 chapters. Cajun made it to 24%.
I ate a lot of mashed potatoes when I had to have that stuff done to my teeth. I think I was so sick and tired of like instant mashed potatoes by the
Mhm.
time I was done.
No doubt. Oh my God. Mark says I am on page 140 of 208, 66% complete. Great job. Hannah made it to 37%. Sharon read 40 pages, have 110 left. This one's a bit longer for a cozy, 315 pages. It's sad when we consider that to be a longer cozy.
Right? Fantasy people are like, oh, a novella. Okay.
Right?
You know.
Sharon, don't read Libby Klein then.
Doritos on taco salad sounds really good. It really
Those
does.
were good.
Sarah, look for the Whole30 recipes for no dairy ideas. Oh, thank you very much, PK. I will definitely check that out. Thank you. Rebecca says, so gone to read the first in the Longmire series for June on the range. Think it will work. He's wearing a cowboy hat and carrying a rifle. Sold.
There you go.
Yes.
I'm going to warn you in case you don't like foul language because it's nothing like the Longmire TV show. It has a lot of like the F word and everything in that series.
I hear Elizabeth in my head. It's got too much foul language.
Foul language. Foul language.
It's got cussing.
Cuss.
Yeah.
There's some cussing.
Listen.
Good Saturday morning. Hello. Oh, and oh yes, hello. Welcome.
Excellent. Glad to have you.
Here you go. DJ Khaled does a commercial for Papa John's where he claims to have invented one of their pizza sandwiches.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for that. Holly says, reading Meet Your Baker. Got a couple of chapters read. Excellent.
Yay.
Sarah, I'm vegan for 22 years, so if you need advice, let me know. Thank you. I will hit you up for that on Discord because I don't know if I could go completely vegan. I like eggs. I could do without meat, but I like eggs. So,
See, I could do without everything but hamburger. I can do without like pork, and I don't really need to have chicken, but I like hamburger. I just like fry it up and just eat the hamburger.
I like bacon. So,
yeah, and bacon. So yeah,
Bacon.
that's the two things. It's like, is there a hamburger bacon like
right? Yeah.
instead of vegan? It's like
I'm a vegan, but I totally still eat hamburger and bacon. Barbara says, I just got a book in the mail, Tiff. All your fault. Got Dawn of the Dead. Nice.
Oh, that's so exciting. And is it bad? I don't even feel a little bit bad about it. My work here is done.
is that one of your paranormal recommendations?
Yeah, it's from the Pepper Martin series.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So good.
Nice. Rabbit says, I eat vegan, and I love how I feel. Fantastic. Yeah, I'll have
Nice.
to bug you guys about that. So,
I tried vegan once, and then I tried, I don't know what they call it. It's flexitarian, so you could eat a little bit of meat and everything. But yeah, I can't do vegetarian, and even the flexitarian was a little too much vegetable and beans and
see, I was able to do vegetarian years ago, but I was still eating dairy. So, dairy and eggs, and I was fine. But now it's like, oh, well.
And they try to tell me that nutritional yeast tastes like cheese, but I just don't believe them because I try it and it don't taste like cheese to me.
My aunt said to me, she's like, well, they have that vegan cheese. I'm like, no. Once you've had the real stuff, you can't, you just need to just walk away.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Although Garrett and I did get, I haven't tried it yet. Maybe I'll try it when we go on Sprint. Ben and Jerry's ice cream, but it's dairy free. So I'm going to try that, see how it tastes.
Now that's probably okay because I think they do a lot of it with like coconut based.
Yeah,
I can't have coconut, but I think they do.
Yeah, because
So
it's a
I don't think
premium
it'll
brand.
be
We'll see.
that
We'll
bad
see.
because coconut milk's pretty indulgent,
Ooh, good to know. Good to know. All right, so I think we'll jump into a sprint for like 20 minutes, and then we'll come back at like 10:02. All good?
Sounds good.
All righty. Let me get this.
But we want to report on your ice cream, Sarah.
I will. I'm gonna go get it now. Actually. Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
I didn't get a whole lot of reading done. me and Tiffany were conversing about something. So,
Oh,
but I did. It is interactive. I was reading the Scottish one, the historical mystery, and the main characters were changing trains, and they said, "Oh, look, there's an empty compartment back here," so they're going to put their luggage up, and a body fell on top of them.
I hate when that happens. Really ruins your vacation.
It's like, oh.
And I was talking to Storm.
There you go.
But we do have a fun announcement video coming on Sunday.
Ain't nobody got that kind of time. What is it?
Very exciting stuff.
No sneak peek, nothing. No.
You would have a very big sneak peek.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. In the meanwhile, I read to 45% of It's Hot in Here, Hades.
Excellent.
Nice.
And I got to 12% of the How to Kiss Your Best Friend. And I ate my vegan ice cream. It was certified vegan. I looked at the container and I liked it. It was creamy. Like, you know how sometimes you get like dairy, non-dairy, you know? Yeah, and it's like watery, but this was like actually creamy, and it was chocolate chip cookie dough. So they're like pieces of cookie dough, and it was really good. So I give that two.
I watched a video today where they took one of those Fairlife protein drinks, the chocolate, and put it in the ice. A lot of people who have like the Ninja Creamy or whatever, I guess it's a popular thing. But if you have a regular ice cream maker or whatever you put that in there, you know, and everything in there, everybody's like, it tastes like a Frosty. So it was like a Wendy's hacker or whatever, Frosty. Ooh. And they were surprised because they did it because it was for the keto or whatever, because it didn't have a lot of carbs in it. And they were like, this is actually pretty good.
Awesome.
And so I'm like, I have an ice cream maker that I've never used. It's just kind of up in and I'm like, I may have to get it down.
Pull it out.
Yep.
It's funny until you start looking at stuff, like what you realize. Like I was going to make microwave popcorn the other night, and that's got dairy in it. Butter. Microwave popcorn. I'm like, but then you think about it and go, yeah, that makes sense. Right?
Because of the butter. Yeah, the buttered popcorn.
So I did find Orville Redenbacher does a vegan microwave popcorn. So it's just salt. Made me very happy.
Bye, Tina. He's going.
Oh, okay. Cav says, I'm 45 pages into the Sheep Detective book. It's funny. Lots of dry humor, but since the sheep have to wait for humans to come to get them in the meadow in order to do the sleuthing, it might get old. Hoping to finish A Day of Fallen Night this weekend. We'll be having my first experience of Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow. Oh, fun. Oh, nice. Hope you enjoy it. BK forgot to say what I'll be reading. A Treacherous Curse by Deanna Raybourn. 3rd of 8 Veronica Speedwell series. Storm approves.
Yes.
Beth Ann, going to shut down now and we'll sprint from my Kindle. Have a good night, Beth Ann. Thanks for joining. BK, I signed up for Disney Plus ESPN for a week free for the holiday so I can get caught up on stuff. And Steve can watch the Grand Prix. We'll cancel after this week.
Nice.
That's how I do my stuff. I like get it for. I do like a month. I like subscribe for a month. You know, pay like the $5.99, $6.99, whatever it is I'm paying for, and then I'll just binge a lot of stuff that I like to watch. And then after that month, then I just get off of it and get something different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm like, do they really expect everybody to subscribe to everything? Because I mean, come on. If you subscribe to everything that had something you wanted to watch on it, it would be more than paying for Dish or
100%.
TV.
100%. Christina says, love Hoopla and Libby too. Yes, absolutely. It was 2.7 degrees Celsius here in Western Australia last night. In Canberra, it's supposed to be -4, which for us here in Australia is cold. Yes, that is cold. I live in Canada. That is flipping cold.
Yeah, it's like, 35?
They're winter time, so
yeah, about that. Yeah, they are in winter right now, aren't they?
Yeah, because I've seen Nicole with a like covering up jacket. Yeah. She's getting cold.
Mark says, I love Hoopla and I like Libby too, but I will probably do them for audiobooks. And I'm trying to do more FBI thriller. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and use Libby and Hoopla more for audio stuff than anything else.
Yeah, that's what I normally do, unless there's something that I absolutely want to read and it's on like just the Hoopla ebooks. Because I don't know, it's just something about how they're, because I have to read them on my tablet and the font's weird and with the back. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Cajun says, I was in the hospital when Meatloaf died, and my nurse didn't know who he was. I just asked for some Valium in my IV because I felt so old.
It was like when I was working at McDonald's and I was talking about Don Johnson and the kids were like, who? And I'm like,
I might have told you guys this, but when I worked at the residential facility, like when they first got GPSs, the ones that went in your card, not like on your phone, you know, the voiceover that we had was Mr. T. That's who did he. And so when you were driving, whenever you like did a wrong direction, before he corrected you, he'd say, I pity the fool that rides with you. I pity the fool. And we would start laughing, and they were like, what in the world is that? They were like, you know, teenagers.
They don't have any idea.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Well, speaking of Meatloaf, he was one of my dad's favorite singers. And I swear I was the only 12-year-old in the neighborhood who knew all the lyrics to Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great song.
It really is. It really is.
A great song.
I may know a couple of Meatloaf songs, but I never really.
I only know a couple. I know that one and the other real long one that was more recent.
I can do anything for love, or I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Yes. That's the one I know. That's the one, like, if I'm thinking about Meatloaf, that's the one that comes to mind.
That's exactly, yes.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. You'd probably know a couple.
Yes, I know that one too. Yep. And says, I got 10 checkouts on Hoopla in Oklahoma. Excellent.
Nice.
Christine gets 12.
Excellent.
Hannah, Hoopla is a last resort for me. I use my 3 Libby cards first.
Yeah, I've been using Libby a lot more and everything for like audiobooks, but a lot of times it's just because those audiobooks aren't on Hoopla. But...
Right.
True. I cannot get Libby. It does not work in my area, I guess. Oh, that's too bad.
That's horrible.
That's a bummer.
Mm-hmm. And it says, in Oklahoma, I think my system has 6 borrows. I think it depends on your library.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. We have teen volunteers starting this week, and I quickly was reminded of how old I am.
Yeah.
Yep. Courtney, I'm just jumping in and caught the tail end of the convo, but I think you were all talking about Lindsay Curry. I've read 3 of her books now, and yes, Scritch Scratch has been the best. Yeah. I started high, guys. I started high.
Yeah, you started the bar high. Whenever I knew you were reading that, I was like, oh, she's getting like up there. Because that's my favorite one, too. And so, but I've liked all of the ones. I think I've gave them all 4 stars.
Yeah, I don't dislike them. It's just that one was like,
that one was just.
Alcohol at a gun range. That sounds like disaster waiting to happen. Hope the range master has good life insurance. Sarah, it's a mystery series about a woman who is elected sheriff in a New Mexico town. Her parents put her on the ballot without her knowledge, and she won. It's a humorous mystery series. Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. It's my grandmother doing that, yeah. Angela, just hopping in. I think your BB team plays. Yes. Diamondbacks. Yeah, we are playing. That's why it's so on so like stupid West Coast teams.
West Coast,
going to read The Cure for What Ails. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, nice.
She says, Susan, that premise sounds familiar. Is that Joan Hess? We'll only eat chicken and turkey in our house. Oh my gosh. So Garrett and I were driving up, just reminded me, Garrett and I were driving up north last weekend. Up north. We were going like 30 minutes north. And we're driving up this country road, and all of a sudden this huge freaking bird comes flying over a fence and jumps down onto the side of the road. It was a wild turkey. I had never seen a wild turkey, and I said to Garrett, I know they can fly. They can't fly a lot, but they can fly a little.
Yeah.
That was weird.
We have Dad's like fascinated with this hawk. He says it's our guardian hawk because it's been flying from one side to the other. You can see it like 2 or 3 times a day. It's like flying through there. And well, he has a hummingbird thing out here, right? You know, and everything. And I said, have you seen your hummingbirds lately?
No.
And he goes, I haven't.
Oh,
Ooh,
I know.
Meals on Wheels.
Flying right in front trying to catch a hummingbird.
oh.
That's funny. That's nature.
That is
Yep.
nature.
Yeah.
But it's just
Uh,
funny. He goes, now that you say that, I haven't seen my hummingbirds.
There was that thing that I saw. I don't know whether it was, probably was. Who knows? Somebody posted on the internet. They said that, they had a cat. And the cat was outdoors, and then it went missing, and it was probably eaten by like the cougar or whatever. And then so he got another cat for his daughter and let it outside. Same thing. This happened a couple times, and the neighbor's like, "You do realize you're just feeding the cougar at this point, right?"
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, those poor kitty cats."
Mhm.
Jared, I'm gonna hop in the shower during the next sprint. I've been cleaning house all day. Even the cat won't come near me.
That's when you know it's bad.
Right. Annie read 45 pages. Switch to Photo Snap Shoot by Joanna Campbell Slan. Excellent. Agent, you're thinking of Joan Hess's Maggoty series that takes place in the Arkansas Hill Country. I've read all of them and they're a hoot. The series I'm currently reading is by Darylyn Jones. Okay, very good. All right. A really good non-dairy ice cream is PC plant-based coconut frozen dessert. Chocolate tastes like a fudgicle. Nice creamy texture too. Ooh, so President's Choice, right, Cav? Because I think you're in Canada too. It's a local Canadian brand.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Barbara, for supper, it's like a store brand, those things.
Mhm.
Barbara, for supper, I had white rice with salt, butter, and pepper. My tummy isn't liking food since the shot. She thought Norway was in Canada. I said, no, Norway is a country.
Oh.
I know
Oh.
Norway is Canada's cold. Bless her heart.
Oh,
That
okay.
Dorinda Jones series, it's called Sunshine Vikram.
Oh,
It's
okay,
a
I've heard
newer
that one.
The Sheriff Sunshine Vikram. So
Okay, thank you. I'll have to look that one up.
yeah, I have to check that one out. I've tried a few of the other one in her series, and then I just never kept going. So I feel like at this point I'd have to start all over again.
Right? Kelly, I must go. Have a great evening. You too. Thanks for joining us, Kelly. 95%. Well done. You'll finish that tonight. You got to 47%. Well done. Watch more YouTube and ate the mashed potatoes. Excellent, Tina. Excellent. Purple, 57 pages of 9 Liars. Surprised at how I'm flying through this book. I'm at 61% now. Fantastic.
Excellent.
I want to read that one.
4%. Mark says, my Explorer book just got twisted. What I mean is the hero of the book got expelled because of hacking. But I'm like, never tried hacking the servers in the first place, bro.
There you go.
Pat did not do any reading. The police are parked in our driveway trying to get the 2 guys that drive at midnight till 3 a.m. on our country road like a racetrack.
Oh, yeah.
Get it. I get it.
Well, at least it's a good reason that the cops are in your
I
driveway.
hope that they catch them for sure. That's dangerous. Not just for other people, but for them as well. Like a dark country road, that's just dangerous. Susan, yes, that's the one I was thinking of. Mark says, that is why I'm trying to finish the book so I can start on the next one because they switch to a boat cruise next. And I'm like, party over here, people. I like it. Thanks for the sprints. I'm going to go. Good night, Tina. You're already gone. I know.
Take care of your mouth.
Feel better?
No.
Absolutely. KJ at 42%. Amy's leaving as well. Going to hop off now. I have to go do the dishes. Thank you for joining. Barbara, Jenna De Leon has a new book drop on Tuesday, Misfortune Book 25.
Whew.
She's trying to catch up with Tanya Kappas, isn't she?
Right?
Oh, I need to read more of the Misfortune.
Oh.
It's hilarious.
I was looking at the Tanya Kappas books, and the newest one comes out, I want to say later this fall. It's number 33, but it's something wedding. I wonder if it's the last. For those who read the series with a wedding, I wonder if it's going to end with. Maybe I'm probably completely wrong. She's going to write another 66 books, but
I could see that. I
just
some of them do end on the weddings, and then some of them keep going. So yeah, it depends.
We'll see.
True. Yeah.
Susan, I'm at 22% of a hard day for a hangover. Nope, I knew them all too, Sarah. Daddy was a huge Meatloaf fan, so I grew up a fan too. Yep, Meatloaf. Oh God, all of the old 50s and 60s and all that stuff.
Yeah, I grew up like belting out like the 50s and 60s music. So
Oh,
I always tell everybody I skipped the 80s. I don't know what the 80s was. I was listening to 50s and 60s. I didn't listen to 70s music because my mom thought that stuff was like, you know, chalkboard types, like fingernails on chalkboard. She did not like 70s. They'd make her listen to that classic rock at work, and she says that makes somebody want to shoot someone. She did not.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Hopping off. Thanks for the sprints. Thumb is burning like 1,000 suns. And
I
I feel better,
Oh,
Kindle.
gracious.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Here.
Annie made it to 39%. Pat says my library recommended Libby to me this week. I'm using Hoopla, but only getting 6 books a month. Diamondbacks for the win. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to leave now, Sharon. It's been nice. Just kidding. Cajun, oh no, the poor hummingbirds.
Yeah,
Christina, we had wild turkeys in my neighborhood, and we have a deer and a bear, too, in Rhode Island. Interesting. It says I have cousins that raise turkeys. They are funny animals, but I'd make them all pets.
when I was little, we raised just about everything. We had I kind of like a non-working farm is what we lived on with my grandma and grandpa and everything, and we had turkeys and chickens and ducks and geese, and we had hamsters and rabbits and mice and gerbils, and I mean we had just about anything and everything.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff,
awesome.
That's
And it says, I plan on hopping over to the Campers and Criminals after I finish the Cajun Country series. Cozies are so easy to listen to at work. Absolutely. Danielle says, the babies are so funny when they discover how to use their tail feathers. Now I've got that Nelly song, Shake Your Tail Feather, in my head.
Yes.
So that's it for the comments. What do you ladies have coming up on your channels in the next few days? Storm, anything?
I may have another recent reads coming up, but I already did. Like I put one recent reads out, and then I did a zombie apocalypse book tag yesterday.
Oh,
Gotta watch that.
Mm-hmm.
is it all scary books?
No, it's middle grade books is what I did actually, because it's kind of a fun tag, and so like anybody who wants to do it can. But you just grab 5 books that you've read, and then there's prompts. So like, who's the first to die? And so you have to go to a page, and then the person the name that you see the first, that's the person who dies. And it's like 2 prompts per book. And this is your zombie apocalypse team.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fun.
Who trips you so the zombies eat you while they get away?
Oh, goodness.
So yeah, you can use any kind of books you want.
Nice.
Oh, it's kind of
Okay.
make your own adventure kind of an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
That's
creative.
actually really fun.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Tiffany?
Well, we'll have that announcement video on Sunday, and then part 2 of the June Cozy Mystery releases, the KU self indie published. It's a pretty good list. I've been working on it. There's some good books
Awesome.
coming out. Very
Awesome.
exciting.
Lee?
Well, before I ran out, I was filming a video of my June TBR. So
That reminds me, I do have that coming up because I got to film like my game and
Mm-hmm.
everything too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my tiny little TBR because I'm like going to mood read through most of June and stuff. So
what about you, Sarah?
Tomorrow is just going to be my weekly TBR. Hoping to get it up before lunchtime. And then, because Garrett and I are going, I didn't tell you guys. Garrett and I are going to a book festival tomorrow.
Ooh, tell us.
Downtown Toronto. It's the Word on the Street Festival is what it's called.
That's
And
cute.
it goes on every year, but I've never been. And I just, somebody I follow on Instagram mentioned, oh, by the way, this weekend it's the Word on the Street. I'm like, oh, so it's free to get in. It's like vendors, you walk around, there's people, there's like panels and stuff. But Harlequin's going to be there. And they're doing a discussion at like 2 p.m. on a romance trope. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now, but some authors that I'm familiar with who write for Harlequin. So I said, even if I just go for that, because it's free to get into, and the day's supposed to be lovely, we can take the train downtown. So I hope to get some video.
That
so
will
I can
be awesome.
post something, on my channel.
I had a Harlequin question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know why they're getting rid of the Desire?
No, I do not. I wish I did.
Are they going to put something in its place?
They are replacing it, to my understanding. They have already had authors. The books are already being written because they come out in January. I don't know what the line's called. From what Bree told me, because Bree and I used to do the podcast together, she has talked with some of the editors and stuff. It sounds, I shouldn't talk if I don't know too much, but it sounds very discombobulated to me. Like they're trying to do too many things at once within a line. Like, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a lot more inclusive. Let's put it that way, which is great. But I am still going to miss Desire. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I would have thought Desire would have been a popular line.
I thought so too. Like people, like if you go on the Harlequin Connections Facebook group, when it was announced, people were mad. People were like really annoyed, so, but we're not in marketing,
Yeah.
So,
well, and they've gotten rid of lines you've liked before. So
that's what I was saying in my video. I'm like, Tiffany, don't say you like something because then it goes away.
I know.
Like Blaze and Dare and all those.
The Blaze line. I'm still angry about that.
I'm telling you, I wish it didn't cost so much to ship to Canada, because that one place in Carthage, there's like so many Blaze novels there. It's like
the beauty part is that they ended at such a time that most of them are available digitally, so I can read them. You know what I mean? So, which is the great thing,
That's cool.
Susan says it's called Witness, Woods, and Wedding. Yes.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So I'm curious. We'll see. I doubt it. She's going to write 6 more by the time that book is published.
But I mean, how many books are there, and they're just now getting a wedding?
This will be book 33.
I mean, that's a long time to get to the wedding, because most of them, it happens in like book 5 or 6.
You've
Who
gone
says
through
it's
several
May's
years.
wedding?
This is a true
That's
fact.
true too.
This
Yes,
is
that's
true. This is true.
I mean,
But we've gone through a few years because there's been a few Christmas books. There's been a few Halloween books. So
Do you know something we don't know, Tiffany?
no.
Oh, okay. She looked like she was trying to give us a hint, but like,
she was like,
Oh no, I don't actually.
But that is true, because there's other series that have had their friends' weddings and things like that. And stuff.
well,
Yeah.
it could also be a couple that wanted to
Oh.
get married at the Daniel Blue National
fair
Forest
enough.
too.
I'm reading into it. I'm sure I am.
No,
And I
no,
just
it
saw it
could
and
be
I was
that.
like,
That's
I
the
wonder.
fun, to speculate what's going to happen.
Right? Exactly.
It could be that, or if it's not, it's a couple that's getting married there, and for sure the bride or groom is going to get murdered
Yeah,
because
right.
it's the location.
That has happened in some cozies, yes.
Yeah, you
Definitely.
don't want to go to that location because it's murder central.
Right?
But anyway, ladies, thank you all so much for joining me today.
Yeah.
And Sunday on Tiffany's channel
Yes.
right? At 5 p.m.
Yes. 5 p.m. and it's the Southern Sewing Circle discussion. Book 5, which it's Dangerous Alterations. I already finished that.
Yeah, it's Dangerous Alteration.
Dangerous Alterations.
I finished it the other day.
And even if
Nicely
you didn't
done.
read it, still feel free to show up because I'm there and I don't read and I haven't been reading them. So
And if anybody's like me, even if there's spoilers, by the time you was to get to it, if you decide you forget what's going on anyway.
it's fine. Anyway, thank you all, and we'll
Thank
talk to you
you.
later.
Bye, everyone. Congratulations, Sarah.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.